Okay, we're going to look at creating a new customer with a new scope, everything. Okay, so you're going to a new place, you've never been there before, and they're happy to sign up. Then we click on customers. If you just want to search there to see if it's there, we're going to do taste on point. So you go search. So there's something with taste, but it's not the right one. So we go save and close. And we go add customer. Okay, so we've got taste on point. Oopsie. Okay, first name John. Alison. Let's put in Alison. Looks like she's doing the counts. So we've got Alison. Benny. Des. Email. A motor sport at bigpunch.com. Phone number 0414 686 572. Okay, and then we also have, this is the director, is John Apostolos. Phone number is 0411 423 800. It's got cut to put it in mobile. Paste. I've got 5529. Okay, I got these details of a customer form. Okay, so that's all the details we have. So we've put in the contact details. Then we've got address info. So this is postal and there's physical, but we can put it in postal unless we've got a different postal address. So we've got two, where's the slash 36. Point. And we don't know what the code is. Okay. So that's the address. We can go to physical address and you can click on same as postal address. So that's contacts, that's address. We've got a note section. API is not for us. See on the top it's got credit application. So this is now you're at the customer. You can either ask them to complete this or you've completed it, and there's the credit card application so they can quickly do it. So it's showing them that. It's pulling through what we've already put in, which is great. See, okay, so here it says director. So I'll put that guy's name in again because it hasn't pulled that one through because it didn't know it was the director. So name Apostolos. Phone 0411 423 800. We'll just put that in. So this is now where the customer would fill this in. It is position. She doesn't have a position in there. Signatory. I'll say. I'm going to say cancel. I wanted to write on form there. But anyway, and the date was, that's also not on the form. Okay, so we went there the 15th of the 6th, so let's put that in. and I'll go scan the form in on the system. Okay, and I got a referral from a customer. Oh, let's say referral. Okay, so you go save and close. It's saying now, you see, because there's some asterisks, it's saying that they want to know the position. We don't know it. I wonder, can't I just get past that? Sorry. Skip. Okay, we just click on skip. Just click on skip. Okay, so see how they skip there. Of course, if the customer is there, get them to complete those. But if you don't have everything, you can click on skip to get out of credit application. Okay, so that's just the basic details. See now in the corner, it's got add service location. So you can only have one location per customer. So anyway, this is the same as the address. So we'll just go add service location, fire service. And see here it says same as customer card. So you can just click on that and it's pulling it through. Okay, so here you have to put in if you have to call ahead. It's not saying anything like that, so we'll leave it. And we've got an email address in there. With access details in here, you'll put if you've got a code for the gate or anything like that. On the top, you'll see it says approved automatically, not approved, approved, and it's active. Okay, so here it's fire services. So this is showing now the month. It's doing this month because you've just done it. This is like you've at the customer and you're doing this now. So it's saying that this month we're on now is when the service is due. Whereas actual fact, we did this in June. So I'm just going to go and say, let's say, see if it will accept it if I say June. Okay, we're happy with 18, of course. And it was Martin, so that's fine. Okay. Now we have to quickly go, see here's the price levels again. So if you know this customer is paying a certain price that's different, see this is 1 to 3 is $45. After 3 up to 6 is $15 each, and that's how it works. Or, yeah. There you can put some notes in. Okay, so we've done this, so now we just go save and close. We can't go anywhere else. Because we've said this is due in June, it's not going to show in our list. We're going to have to go and look for it again and pin it because we are in July now. So we'll just go save and close. Okay, so here's your list now. If you go and fire services, this is your list that's coming up. It won't be in there, so we'll go search by keyword and we're going to put in taste. And we'll go search for it. Okay, so we've got taste on point, so I'm going to pin it because I don't want it to disappear because it's not in this month, okay? And now we go and do the job. So we say, okay, see how it's got the green thing? It's because it's approved. So we're just going to forward arrow. We go add service. This is now like we're doing it on the 15th of June. So that's what I'm doing now. So we'll go nothing in on the billing because we haven't done it yet. Service date. We're going to make it the 15th of June. Okay. And then we go record of service. Okay, so we got add unit. Type is, I've got a 2-liter water chemical and flame stop. Kitchen. See, it automatically says active and automatically says pass. So you have to click on fail if it fails. This service level 1 and 2, again, it's just saying that you do level 1 and 2 level services on this fire extinguisher. You don't have to change anything there. So next service the month is due. next service month that the service is due, we're going to put in the, so the next service will be December. No, we'll say June because it's now. Pressure test date is okay. Just make it because you got a new one. So if he's got a new one, so we'll just have to use today's date, June 16. So automatically gone 5 months of a year ahead. And product code, because it's a new one, we'll have to say that we've put a new one in. Oh no, it doesn't have that in the list. Oh, there it is, 2-letter wet chemical. Okay, save and close. And the next unit is a fire blanket. Flame stop. Also in the kitchen. You only do a service level 1 on this, so that's why only that's ticked. Next service month is this month. And there's no pressure test date. Okay, so you go done. Save and close. Okay, so now this was just setting up our scope. So now we say what we've actually done. So here we've done a service level 1 and we've exchanged it. This is now, we're just saying exchange because it's a new one. So the new pressure test date, I've already put in 6/18 before, so it's still there. And it's 3 years ahead, and we've got our code in for the replacement. So you go save and close, and then here we've just done a level 1. Okay, if you click on PDF, you'll see the PDF that's going to go to the customer. And if you click on the envelope, it will send the email. I'm going to quickly put our address in there instead of putting the customer's address in there. Okay, so then you go send. So that's how you send it to the customer. And then you come back. Now it's going to show us. You have to go and complete it first. So now it's made December in the next service month. And it's showing you 2-liter wet chemical, $150, and a minimum service fee of $45. Okay, so we go save and close. You can put any notes in there. And this is where you can take a photo of anything, or there you can load paperwork if you want to. Okay, so we go save and close. So there it's showing us our line of a service that was done now. Okay, so next time you click on add service again, you'll have 2 lines after you've done the next service. So we come back. And we will still see it on our list because we pinned it. Normally it will just disappear from our list. It should be on the bottom somewhere because it's alphabetical. There it is, based on point. It's all done, so I'm just going to unpin it and it will be removed from our list. So that's how you make from a new customer all the way. If you now wanted to find it again because, I don't know, you wanted to show the customer again quickly, or you forgot to email it to the customer, you can then just click in the box there, taste, search, you'll still see it, go on the forward arrow, go forward arrow, go forward arrow, and there you've got your PDF again, or your email button again. Okay, if you make a mistake here somewhere, you've had the wrong thing and so you've gone back now to change it, just let me know please, because it will generate an invoice that first time and it's going to generate an invoice the second time. Okay, you have to click on complete for it to generate the amount. Yeah, we'll work through it. I think it's when you finished with the service that it generates the invoice on my desktop. Okay, so before we've had a look at how we can make how to do it on an iPad when there's already a scope loaded or a record of service loaded. Now we're going to look at how to do it when there's existing customer but no record of service yet. Okay, so no extinguishers loaded or anything like that. Okay, so what you need to do is you go into customers. So you see home, you go into customers there, and then you search, and we're going to do Dent Craft. So we go search, Dent Craft Hell Group. Okay, so it's showing contacts on the top tab. We've got the customer name, which is like the company name. See, here's a block, if it's a plumber or not a plumber. And then we've got a contact person name, email address. This is our email address in this case, so it doesn't go to the customer. And phone number, and then more contacts. Okay. This email address here should really be the one that the accounts go to. Okay, so other email addresses can be under alternate contacts. See, then we've got address info, so we've got postal address tab here. So that's address there. So if you've got an address in here and your phone number is in here, when you go to physical address, you just go same as postal address and it will auto complete this block here. Okay, so that's address info, and then we've got notes where you can make some notes for the customer, and API results is not for us. See on the top we've got credit application. So this is if you make a new one, you can, or if it's a new, what do we call it, a new owner, you can come in here and complete this in here, and then or give it to the customer to complete, and then here on the bottom they'll put a signature in and the date, tick where they've heard about us or if we just showed up, and then we go save and close on the bottom. You can always also see here in the top on PDF, it shows you the PDF, or the envelope will email the form to the customer. Okay, so we go cancel in this case, delete draft. Okay, so once you're happy with this or you want to get out and finish it later, you go save and close. It's going to say it wants somebody to do something there, you just go skip. It's going to say, well, we want this as well, go skip. We want this to skip, and we want this skip. Okay, and then it's out of it. Of course, if they are actually completing it, then they need to fill in those things. Then next to credit application, we've got plus service location. So every customer can only have one location. If there's more than one location, we need to make more than one customer. Okay, then under customers, you will go plus customer. So we go plus service and location, fire service. Oh, I've already gone and made a location before, so we'll go OK in this case because I've already made the location. So we'll go save and close. Once you've gone through and made the location, it will show up under your fire. So let's go to fire. We'll go save and close, and we'll go fire services. So there it's sitting over there. I'll just make this phone so it doesn't ring in my office. Okay, so we're in fire now. We've got Dent Craft Hell Group sitting there. So when you can see here's a pencil. So when you went and made the location, this is the window you would have seen then. We've got the address there. So this is the actual address of the job. It would have gotten this from the customer card. See there, same as customer card. That's what you click on if you want to pull it through. We've got fire services information and notes that you can make for this location. So under addresses, it's got the address there. Here is where you say if you need to call before we're going to go and do the customer or not. Here's where you make notes for, this is the code for the gate or something. And then here's more contact details for that location. You know, if there's like a tenant in a specific unit, you will put these details in here. You see this email address that's here, it's pulling it from the front, but this can be the address, the email address of the person that needs to be notified when the next service is due in 6 months' time. So we've got 2 email addresses that we need. In the beginning, in the customer card, we need an email address for the person that's paying the bills, like accounts at something. And here, the person that we need to make a contact to when the service is due. So it could be the same person, but yeah, that's what we need here. And see on the top, we've got approved. So when we make a new job, it's automatically approved and not in backflows. And so that's not approved, approved. And if this location is not for this customer anymore, you click on not active and it will disappear. Okay, but it's active in this case. Okay, so this is what it looks like in fire service. Here's where you say if it has exit lights or not. In this case, it doesn't. And it shows automatically that the service month is June because it's now that we're making this job card. And it's got Martin automatically. There's nothing in the billing summary yet because we haven't done anything yet. Okay, so we go save and close. So we just got into that form by clicking on the pencil in the front. On the end, do you see there's a arrow pointing forward, and above it there's a green stamp or something? That green stamp is there if the job's approved. Okay, so if that was red, you couldn't click on this red arrow. You had to go in this pencil and click on approved here first before you can do that. Okay, so we go on the forward arrow. So see, it doesn't show anything here because we haven't done a service on this system yet. So in 6 months' time, there will be one line there, and we will go plus add service for the second time we're doing the service there. Okay, so we go plus add service. Okay, so it's just showing us the summary for this service. It's no billing yet or anything, and see it's not completed, and then there's a completed tab too. So on the top, we've got record of service. So this is now where we're actually making the ROS, the record of service. There's nothing there because we haven't loaded anything in yet. It will be exactly the same if we've got a brand new customer. It will be blank until somebody's actually gone and entered the stuff. Okay, so then craft, I'm working from the ROS. So we've got the first, we've got add unit. So the first type is a 4. They only have 4.5s. So it's a 4.5. The make is flame stop. Location is roller door. And because it's a 4.5, it came up that you've got service levels 1s and 2s. Don't untick any of these boxes until you're sure what you're doing there. So it's showing the service month is this month. Pressure test date, I'm working from the ROS, is 6/17. Doesn't matter what day it is. We asked them not to put a day in. We only need the month and the year, like you know it looks on our ROSs. And it's automatically gone and put in 5 years from today's date for the pressure test date. Not from today's date, from June 2017. And then here, the product code. This is where you put in when we've got an exchange so that it knows which one to charge. So 4.5x. X is for exchange. If you can't find an X or in the description something that says exchange, then just choose normal 4.5 or normal 1. And when we do the invoicing, we'll just need to fix the price. Also on the top here, you see it's got active, non-active. This is to, if they remove this one from the roller door, for example, and they're not replacing it with something else, you can just go not active. And this is also where you go pass or fail. Okay, automatically it's on active and pass. So we go save and close on the bottom, and see now it's come up on our ROS. We've got one line on our ROS. Okay, so we're adding the next one. Type, okay, oh no, not all 4.5s, but the next one is. So it's also flame stop, rear wall. Don't untick any of those, just this month, so they're all 6/17. And product code again is 4.5. So with this, you just have to scroll. You can't start typing, you just have to scroll and choose the right one. So save and close. Next one is in the office. and it's a 2.5. Make again, they're all flame stop, so that's cool. Office, also June 17. And product code now is 2.5. Exchange. Save and close. And the last one is 2.5. Flame stop. Upstairs. Again 617. And product code 2.5x. Great, so now they're all loaded. So now we're telling them what we're going to do. So in this case, I know, because I've got the job card in front of me, that in this month we did a service level 1 on all of them. Okay, so you got service level 1. Here's where you get the PDF. So this is what you will send to the customer. You're just checking if it's looking okay, if you're happy with the way it's looking. Then you can email it by pressing on the envelope. It's got our email address in there. So we'll just go cancel. Actually, I think I do have to send it for it to appear in my drafts, for the invoice to be generated. Okay, so we go back. So now we can click on the completed. And see now it's showing next service month is December. And here in the billing it said 4 times $15 because that is what our thing is at the moment. In this case, actually, this customer is paying 45 plus GST. And they do have exit lights. So see if we can click on that. No, we can't. So we'll go save and close. Okay, it looks like if you're up to this point, you can't really go and change the customer pricing, but that's okay. I can still change it. I'll show you when we make a new one, how to change the customer pricing. What I will do is I'll just quickly go into it, dent, search, and I'll go to see where the pencil is. I'll click on the pencil, fire services. So where it says price level, if you click on that, see it's showing, normally it's got $45 in here. I've just played with it around and I made it 50. So normally that one's 45. And you've got the code is, if you scroll, you'll see there's a 45S service. Okay, so normally that's what the price level looks like. So in this case, we've got 4 products, okay, for $45. So we're going to change that 3 to a 4. Because this customer's got 4 and it's going to pay $45. So we'll just go save there. Oh, it's disappeared again. So we'll go dent, search it again. I wanted to go and say that it's got exit lights. Okay. See, it's still showing the service level 2 will be $60, which is not correct. But anyway, we'll sort that out. So that's how, see how it keeps on disappearing? It's because the service is done. So once the service is done, it disappears. If you want it to stay there, you have to go and search it and then pin it for it to stay there. Okay? And unpin it if you want it to disappear. So if we go out and we go back into fire service. Okay, we are quickly going to look at how to do a service of a customer and fire extinguishers, everything. They call it the scope, has already been loaded. Okay, when you open up you can see on the bottom we've got fire services is blue. If I'm going to click on home just to show you what that looks like. Then that's customers, on the top here is where you will search for customers if they're not on your list already. Okay, I'm just going to go show all. Okay, and then the fourth one is fire services. So this is where your work should be in for you if it's already loaded for the month. I've just put Frinton Court Body Corp. I say that it's due for June, so that's why it's coming up automatically. You'll see it's not pinned anymore. I'll show you how to pin on something else. It's just coming up on your list. It's under Martin's name. This is Martin's logon, so it's coming up as a job for Martin to do. Okay, so Martin or Shay, when you're going to do the job, Shay will be familiar with this. You see at the back, or in the beginning actually, there's a pencil. If you click on the pencil, it means you can edit anything in the customer. So you'll see here under address, it's got the contact name and the street address. If we scroll up, our email is on the bottom. The customer's email has to be in there. I'm just putting in hours so it doesn't get emailed to the customer at this stage. Fire services, this is where it's showing its prices and stuff. You'll see it shows June there, for that's when the service is due, and it's coming up under Martin's name. And then notes, you can make any notes in there. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go, but that's where you can make notes. Okay, if I go back on service address, you'll see what that looks like. You see here on the right hand side, it's got call ahead. No is green at the moment, and yes is dark, so it's no. If we need to phone a customer before we go, please click on that yes button for future, and make sure you've got the name and telephone number under that. So that's where yes is, that's where no is. Okay. On the top it says access details. That's where you'll put in any codes of the gates or phone this person or any notes about access. Okay. I'm going to click on done. So this is what our screen looks like. If we go save and close, it's looking the same again. So it's going back to your list. If you go save and close on a customer that's not for the month and you didn't pin it, it would disappear at this stage and you'll have to search for it again there on the top. Okay, that's why if you're doing a job that wasn't loaded before, you're looking up the customer, you go pin it first so that you don't have to go and look for it every time. Okay, see the forward arrow? This is now where we're going to actually do this service. So with the pencil, that's where you update details. Make sure the details is correct if there's anything that needs changing. And forward arrow, now we're going to go do the service. See, the screen is blank. It's because we haven't done a service on this new system yet. Okay, so we're coming in there, we're going to go do a service. We click on add service, and it's coming up with that screen that we saw before. So it's showing the tick. So here, if it's a different tick, you can change the name there, or if it's not due for this month, I guess you can change the month there. It's going to disappear from your list then, and you won't be able to do it this month. On the bottom, there's no billing details yet. It will come up after we've done the service. So on the top, you go record of service. So this is now where we're actually doing the paperwork. Okay. So now you see everything that I've loaded on the. So on the job card, when you look at the job card, I'll give you a copy of the job card. You'll be able to see that's exactly what it's like on the job card. Unit 1 is the first one. Unit 2 is the second. Communal is third. Unit 3 is fourth. And Unit 4 is fifth. You'll see that it comes up with level 1 or 2. So you have to say whether you're doing level 1 or 2. You can see at number 3, I've put in last service level, shows a 1. Right in the middle, it shows a 1 there. If I remember to put that in for you, that will help you to show you when your next house reel flow will be due, because you know the flows are all due on level 2. So the last one was 1, so that means this time you have to do a number 2. Okay. So we'll just do our service. So let's just say we've done a level 1, a level 1, a level 2, a level 1, a level 1. And we had to exchange this one, for example. Okay, it comes up with this list saying, please enter the pressure test date, the new expiry, and replacement product code. Okay, so you click on OK. It goes down here to the pressure test date. So that will be today's date, because, well, it will be this month because we're putting a new extinguisher in, aren't we? So we go, you scroll here on the side until we get to 18. We're in the right month, so that's fine. So if you go done, see it's showing June 18 now, pressure test date, and the pressure test expiry automatically went 5 years into the front. And see product code here, it's got nothing in it. So this was a, let's just have a look, a 4.5. So here in product code, we have to scroll to 4.5x, because it's an exchange. If you can't find a code that says that's got an X, or you can't find the word exchange, just choose the normal one, just choose a 4.5, and it's just then with the invoicing we'll have to change the amount. So click on save and close. Oh. See here on the top, if a product is not active anymore, you'll have to click here on non-active or active, and if a product fails, you click here on fail or pass. So automatically it's on active and pass, so you don't need to change anything there. Okay, unless it fails. I'm not sure. Let's see. Anyway, so we've done that now. We filled in what it wanted us to fill in. So if we go save and close, back to that. So you see how it's recorded that it's been exchanged and all the other things. You'll also notice that it's made it alphabetical now. So this is something we still need to fix on the iPad because now it's out of sequence. But at least while you were doing the actual service, it stayed in the right sequence. It's just now when you go back to the screen, it's out of sequence, which doesn't matter. You can now look here on the top. You can go add unit if there's another one, or as I said, if you want to delete a unit, you can make it non-active. So here you can look at the PDF, what it's going to look like to the customer. Click on done, and this is now, if you click on the envelope, if you're happy with the way the job card looks, you click on the envelope, and it's actually going to email it now to the customer. Okay, so I'll click on send. It's going to come to us at this stage. So now we've done the service, you're happy with it, you go back and see how it's on non-completed on there. If you're happy you've done the service, so it's finished, you go and complete it. Okay, see now it's put some prices in for us, so we're all happy. You go see where it's got notes there. If you've got anything to note down, just put it there at this stage. We'll have to see where it goes then. We go save and close. Okay, so it looks like that. So every service that we've done will start to make a line like that. So in 2 years' time, you're going to have 4 lines there for every 6-month service. Okay, so you've done the service, it's showing the service was done. There's a green box with a tick on it. So you click on the back arrow and it's disappeared because the job's finished. Okay, so this is probably the most frustrated part for Shay, is when the stuff disappears after it's gone. He doesn't know if all the paperwork has been done and things. We just have to trust. Once it's gone, it's done. We can go search it again. So let's go search it and see if it shows us anything else. We'll go search. See, so that's what it looks like now. If we go forward again, still showing us that service. If we go back now, it's going to disappear again. Okay, if I want to look for it again, there on the top, if you want to keep it, you click on the pin. So now it will stay there until we actually remove it. But we've done the job, so we can just go and unpin it. Okay, you'll need to find a way of making notes. If there's something you wanted to tell us now maybe about this job, but you don't have paperwork with you, you might need to go quickly write an email and email it to us, or something like that, or have a notepad with you that you make notes in. If there's something specific you need to tell us, like we need to quote on this here or something like that, we'll need to work out a system for that. Okay, so I'm going to unpin it